Hey, Personal Finance. So I heard from a couple people that the last slide of this slideshow was kind of tricky to work with. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh yeah, like there's some math there that you guys probably need to know how to do. So here's a video to show you how to do that. Okay, so most of this slideshow should be pretty easy. You just kind of fill in the boxes from the website. Okay, but here in this part where we're comparing our costs between Williamston and 3 other cities, let me show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to take this website and I'm going to copy and paste it. You have to double click to be able to highlight it. There we go. And it is a little bit tricky, but okay, so it's going to take you to a website that I will just show you in just a second. Okay, so here I am at the website. So I'm going to put my current job title in, whatever you guys picked earlier, current salary in Williamston, and then I'm going to find out what it would cost me to have this, or like how much I would make in the city and what the cost of living difference would be. So if I lived in San Francisco, for example, let's see how that would be. All right, so it would cost 103% more to maintain my standard of living in San Francisco than it does here. My salary will go up by 29.4%, so almost 30%, but it would be still kind of tricky, okay? So there's actually 2 ways to do this. I'm going to show you the math, but I'm also going to show you where to find the numbers easily right here because it's actually calculated it for you already. So it says the cost of living in San Francisco is 103% higher than in Williamston, Michigan. So the salary is, I would need to earn $83,239 to maintain my current standard of living, okay? So what I would expect to be paid in that city is actually $53,061. So my pay will increase, but not enough to make up for that difference in cost of living. So I am going to feel poor. I'm going to feel poor if I live in San Francisco. This is what this all means. This is what it wants you to see. So let's put these numbers in here. Let me show you how to do the other way to do the math, how this is calculated. So the current salary that I work right now times 1, because one is like where I'm at right now, plus another 103%, which is 1.03, okay? So it ends up being current salary in Williamston times 1 plus 1.03. So 41,000 times, and then I would need parentheses for this, so I'm gonna just write it in, 2.03. Okay, so 83,230, okay? That's what I would need to earn. Let me add another text box. 83,230 with a comma. Okay. So which location pays a higher salary and by what percentage? So it's going to be San Francisco. And the percentage more is like 29.4%. So 29.4%. And what is my likely pay for the same type of company at the new location? It was $53,061. So the way, if I wanted to calculate what that would be using my math skills, let me get you another sticky note so you can see this formula. It's going to be current salary times 1, let's put parentheses around this, 1 plus, and it was an increase of 0.294%, okay? So current salary times 1.294, yeah, which is essentially like 30% more. Okay, and that number was, let's find out what that is. So 41,000 times 1.294 is going to be $53,054. Okay, so that's how you do that. But like I said, you can also find that right here on the website. It does the math for you. This is how much you would have to earn in order to maintain your current standard of living. This is how much you would actually get paid. Okay, so that's that one. Hopefully that helps you. This is due during class today. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys an example of what it would look like if the cost of living and the salary goes down, and what that math would look like, because I'm sure some of you guys have seen that also in your findings. So So I searched for Williamston, Michigan to Amarillo, Texas. I was looking at Houston. Houston was actually really close to our cost of living here, but Amarillo is a little bit farther out, so it costs a little bit less to live there. So it would cost me 7.7% less to live there. So let me write this down and I'll show you how to do this math just a second. Okay, so which location has a higher cost of living and by what percentage? So Williamston actually has a higher cost of living. So I'm going to go ahead and put this, Williamston, by 7.7%. Okay, so what salary would I need to earn to maintain my standard of living? So what I'm going to do here is this is going to be 1 minus 7.7%, 0.077. Okay, that's the formula for that one. So let me do that math real quick on my calculator. 41,000 times 1. Ooh, so that's going to be like 92.3%. So, okay, so 41,000 minus, 41,000 times 90, let me try this one more time. 41,000 times 0.923%. Okay, so all I would need to earn there in Amarillo is $37,843 per year, okay? So let me get that down. So the next question is, which place pays a higher salary and by what percentage? So Amarillo would pay less than Williamston. I would make 5.1% less in Amarillo than I do here. So let's calculate that real quick. So this is another one where we are going to subtract. So this is going to be 1 minus 0.051. Okay, so let me do that on my calculator. So first of all, I'm going to just do the 1 minus 0.051. Okay, leaves me with 94.9. So I'm going to say 41,000 times 41,000 times 0.949, because I'm going to be making 94.9% of my current wages. So I would end up making 38,909. So the cost of living is a little bit less, but my salary is going to be a little bit less. But now we want to see how much less. Like, am I going to have a net increase in my standard of living, or am I going to have a net decrease? So 38,909, let me get that down. So I realized I had some missing boxes there. So the location that pays a higher salary is Williamston by about 5%. So it turns out that the cost of living there is enough less that I would still be making, like I would have a better cost of living there, because even though they pay less, the cost of living is less than the amount that they pay less, meaning like the cost of living it's about 8% less expensive, and I would only lose 5% of my salary. So it wouldn't be a big change, but I would have an extra $1,066 per year to spend. So that's how this works. Hope that helps.